game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Opening night here in this brand new season between the Bowie Bay Sox and the Altoona Curve. We've got baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Now to the plate, Troy Stokes.
Batting
the 2-2.
The left fielder, Troy.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Left fielder is on the move. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Now to the plate, here is Mel Rios.
For Bowie, the left fielder, Mel Rios.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Swung on and hit in the air to left. Stokes will wait on it. And very quickly, one gone. Next to dig in, Brian Reed, as the switch hitter will bat right-handed here.
Brian Reed.
Swing, high drive, left field and deep. And he will make the play out there, and there are two away now. Now into the box, Mel Rios flew out last time up. First delivery to him.
Hey, this pitcher's going to have to step off the mound right here and refocus. Take a deep breath, something. Can't keep falling behind and creating traffic. It puts everybody on edge, not only himself, his defense, and especially his manager.
The 1-1 home. And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike two. Swing and a miss at the curveball, and there's your second out of the inning.
That's a pretty impressive pitch from a young.
Digging in here for a pivotal at-bat, Mel Rios, as he'll do his best to bring home the go-ahead run from third, 90 feet away. And he takes ball one. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0. Has a look, now the pitch. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Here it comes, the 3-0. Hit back up the middle.
Run it out!
In time to first, and there are two away. Next to hit, Dave Rosa singled in his last at
Second
bat.
baseman, Dave.
Both teams with 6 hits so far.
Hey, no out, kid.
Liner in there for a base hit.
Now's a good time for your pitcher to take a deep breath. He still has the lead, although it...
So now into the box is Cal Mitchell. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
Mitchell.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Rios comes on now and puts it away for the second out of the inning. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Up next, Mel Rios grounded out in his last at-bat.
Rios.
Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And he lays off again. Ball 3.
One thing that could nag at you as a pitcher is having to work really hard to get a guy that you think you should be able to cruise right through. He's not known for his offensive prowess, but he's putting together a real nice at-bat here.
Digging in will be Wilvis Santiago. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. And there he goes towards second. That's lifted the other way out to left. Stokes is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So no runs on...
Our final answer. First for the victorious Cubs. 3 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 9 runners on base.
Time for minor league baseball here on the show as we set our sights on the AA Northeast League. It's baseball. It's the show. And now in the box, Mel Rios.
The left fielder.
From the stretch. Rios, just 18 years old. He was selected in the 3rd round back in the 2021 MLB draft.
Hey, this guy hasn't reached the big leagues yet, but he's coming. You're going to know his name at some point. He just got a few more developmental things to work on. The offense better get it going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
I think that's one of them.
Next will be the cleanup hitter. Cal Mitchell comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. And they take the lead. It's gone. Leading off the inning, it'll be Mel Rios. And they could use a spark from him here. First delivery to him. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. And he fouls this one off.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up.
At the plate now is Mel Rios. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. Pitch out, nothing doing. Roderick stands at first with 1 out. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
A couple of strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Line drive, base hit down the line.
Pick up the ball.
And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double. Ready now is Wilbur Santiago trying to bring in the tying run from third here. The 1-2. Hit to first. Fielded cleanly. Step on the bag for one. Throw goes to third. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to dry. And digging in, the switch hitter, Brian Reed. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, big-time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
Stepping up is Dave Rosa. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch pulled high in the air out to left field. And the inning will end as they're unable to cash in with 2 outs. Striding in is Mel Rios. There's one away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. 1-0 the count. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike 1. Now the 2-1 doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. For the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
Well, it's been a rough series.
Our final line score. First for the victorious Curve. 5 runs, 8 hits.
We hear all the time from people around the game that Double-A is where you start to see the breaking balls that are really set apart from what you've seen before. That can be a big challenge for a young hitter.
Absolutely. And I think, when you think back to, some of the pitchers that I faced, some of the guys that you face in the big leagues for 5, 6, 10 years, you're thinking, man, I saw him somewhere. Yeah, it was Double-A, because when you see most prospects of any organization, they pretty much go to Double-A just to get themselves over that hump and get ready for the league.
You had a breakout season at the Double-A level yourself. What was it about you that enabled you to have that kind of campaign?
I was very confident, and I thought, if the confidence could just stay with me consistently, which is very hard to do at any level of baseball because it's a game of failure, I just try to be consistent every night, whether it was, defensively, offensively, just bring something to the table. Go home with something where you felt good, and I didn't have to think about that game when I went to sleep.
A Double-A hitting coach touches base with a new arrival to the team.
Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the Altoona Curve and the Bowie Bay Sox. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. next will be the designated hitter, Mel Rios. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. And now the first pitch. Now there's a changeup to start him out, but it drops low and away for ball 1. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and striding forward the designated hitter, Mel Rios. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Two balls and no strikes.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
Strike taken up in the zone.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
But he'll hardly need to move out there in left, as this is hauled in for the first out. Into the box, Mel Rios. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. Nick Dean, the runner at first with 2 gone. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
It looked like he was a little over-aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
When a pitcher puts you in the proverbial rocking chair like he's doing right now, you have to take a deep breath. You can't start trying to guess along with him. Trust your fundamentals.
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. So next to bat will be Mel Rios, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. First pitch on its way. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Behind 0-2 now. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside.
Now 2-2, 2 on, 2 out. This is when you have to make a pitch right here. The last thing you want to do is run the count full to 3-2.
And he strikes him out to end it here, as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate but could not cash in. A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. Altoona used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Braxton Ashcraft gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Today, it's game. So stepping in is Cole Tucker, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Dan Dero, we take a look at our home 9 as they take the field here today. They come in a real funk to start the year. Still searching for what's been an elusive first win.
Yeah, Matty, I know they've caught a little bit of a losing streak right now, but they got good veteran presence, great veteran presence in that clubhouse. And I bet you someone steps up today and says, this stops. We get it done today, boys.
Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. Good curveball there, gets the swing and miss. Swing and a liner. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. He'll hold at second, and there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
Travis Swaggerty stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest.
I know he stole a strike right there, but he better be careful with that curveball. That's coming across.
This ball gets down. Let's see if they try to score. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Boy, when teams are playing well like this team is on a nice little winning streak right here, they strike early in this one to keep the mojo working.
Yeah, Dan, from an offensive standpoint, everyone searches for confidence, and that's exactly what they have right now. Everyone contributing makes for a fun clubhouse. This is exactly the situation you drew up from an offensive standpoint. Good pitcher on the mound, but you got a chance to bury him early in this one.
3-0 to him now. From the belt, the pitch. 3-1.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Hit in the air out to center field. Tremaine is right there, 1 down. Now it'll be punter Owen. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Hey, this is a spot as a pitcher right now. You want to get a little bit greedy. Ideal would be to roll up a 2-ball. At worst, try to get yourself. Strikeout.
Comes set and the 0-1.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Count is 1-2 now. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside.
When a pitcher puts you in the proverbial rocking chair like he's doing right now, you have...
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. So 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 1... Now at the plate is number 49, and he's ready to take his first cuts. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
Now the 1-1 pitch. The bouncer to the left side. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. Into the box now, Elvis Colon, as he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe. Check swing, but he held up in time, ball 1.
Even though he was fooled in the box right there by that pitch, he was able to keep his hands back, not overcommit, and stay in this at-bat.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone. And now, Brian Reed, as he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Froze him on the bender there, and he's in the hole 0-2.
Got to believe you're going to get some tough pitches in this count with the base open at first. This is where you have to regroup and find a way to get a good pitch to drive in that run.
Azzopardi will drift over to his right a few steps as he takes it for the second out. Here's the first pitch to him. Christian Kelly is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
To 1-2 now. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. First pitch on its way.
Leading off for Altoona, the shortstop, Cole Tucker.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Hey, you guys know me. Hitting's a process of elimination, and I'm eliminating the changeup this next pitch. I'm on everything else.
Grounded back up the middle, and a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good two-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Troy Stokes will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And here's a foul tip into the catcher's glove. Moves it to 0-2 now. This is foul right side. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch. And for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
In the dirt here. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, when you throw a breaking ball in the dirt, that's the danger. You have to trust your catcher, but this one skips away, and the open base takes the double opportunity away with it. Might prove to be costly.
And this one's in the dirt, and he's called out on a close play at third. 2 out, nobody on. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going.
He's got a good feel for his off-speed pitches second time through the order, and we just saw 3 in a row.
Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. 1 hit's all they get. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Now here's the first offering. Cal Mitchell is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Hit to short. Reined in. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. And now here is Hunter Owen. The first delivery to him.
Now 1-0.
Down the third baseline. Scooped up. On to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the 4th. And now the first pitch.
Now batting.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0. 3-0 now.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
In there, 3-1. Into the windup and the pitch. Now a changeup just off the plate as that misses for ball 4. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Elvis Colon is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. And low, it's a ball and a strike. Fouled away. The 1-2.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
The throw pulls him off the bag. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come. Now at the plate, here is Brian Reed. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they face. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. Still a ball and 2 strikes. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. So next to hit is Christian Kelly. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Starts him out with a changeup for a strike.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is the type when you kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. hit sharply on the ground. He's got it. And there are 2 away now. Cole Tucker digging in at the plate. He's got hits in both of his at-bats so far in this one. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. Now it's driven the other way with some authority, headed toward the foul pole. And what an effort on the running play to end the inning. Nothing across here this half of the inning. Cody Sedlock will come on.
Well, just another day at the office for these guys. That stretches their winning streak to 5, and they're playing well in all 3 phases of the game. Pitching, fielding, and hitting. Who knows how long this will last.
Pitching and defense game 2-1, the final score this afternoon. The show's continuing coverage of AA Northeast League Baseball is on the air. Today, to the plate now is the designated hitter, Mel Rios.
The designated hitter, Mel Rios.
He's set. Here it comes. Swinging a ball hit on the ground.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
And he misses with it, 1-1. Roderick leads off first with 1 away. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Used the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
Line drive base hit.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
Boy, talk about frustrating as a pitcher, D-Roll. The pitch before that was some kind of a funky swing, and then he delivers a base hit on the next pitch.
Yeah, that's the name of the game right there. Did he take a bad hack, or was he setting you up, Dan, please, Zach?
Here comes the 1-2. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Wow, that's awfully impressive right there. The pitch before was really close. Called the ball. What does he do? He comes back with a better pitch and gets the punch out.
Stepping in next, John Tremaine. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third.
John Tremaine.
Pitches away, but it's swung on and grounded to second.
Hold up right there.
And the 2-out threat won't pay off. The inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. 3 innings complete, and we are tied 0-0. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and striding forward the designated hitter, Mel Rios. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Down and away, ball 1. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of. Next to hit is Mel Rios. Struck out in his last trip to the plate. Now the first pitch. Here's the 1-0.
He's gone back-to-back with off-speed stuff to start this AB, and neither has found the zone. He's trying to pitch him backwards, but that only works if you can get them for strikes. Now he'll probably have to challenge.
Grounded to the right. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one.
Boy, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Row. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
And here's a swing and a miss. And that, folks, is a big out number 2.
the shortstop.
So the next to bat will be John Tremaine.
He flew out in his last AB. Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning.
3-1 the final score this afternoon. Altoona came through late, taking the here. It's actually happening. The organization has decided to try him as both a position player and as a pitcher. They're really trying it here at the AA level. Jonathan Mayo of MLB Pipeline is with me. Jonathan, do you think this can work?
I mean, can it work, Ben? Yeah, of course it can work. It hasn't worked all too often. There are more and more teams who are trying to make it work. Most of these guys as amateurs were two-way players. They don't specialize usually until later on, and often they choose one or the other. You see more and more teams really making an effort to let players do both, to see maybe one jumps to the foreground on its own organically. It's awfully hard just because of the amount of work that you have to put in to excel either as a hitter and position player or as a pitcher. Naturally, some work is going to be taken away from one or the other if you're splitting your focus. And that's why we haven't seen it too often. Guys have to be tremendous athletically to be able to do both. The work ethic has to be off the charts. It's happened a couple of times at the major league level, but it's few and far between. So I'm really interested to see if it's going to work out in this case.
A prospect receives a check-in from his agent, who wants to make sure his client's career is being launched in a way that suits the young man's goals and ambitions.
Time for minor league baseball here on the show as we set our sights on the AA Northeast League. Bowie attempt to end a 6-game. Next, here is Mickey Moniak. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest.
Mickey.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Rios is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out. So now here is Mel Rios.
Leading off for the Bay Sox, the left fielder. Mel.
Liner in there for a base hit.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out all ambush tactics. First pitch fastball, middle in, and he's able to drive that for a nice single.
Now batting, third baseman.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Wilbis Santiago. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first. Stepping in once again is Malquin Canelo. He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down. So a man at second here with 2 away. And that brings in Tyler Nevin.
First baseman, Tyler.
And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings. Now to bat, Ryan McKenna flew out last time up. Hit in the air down the right field line. And a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit. And a good throw will wind up holding that runner at third, so the bases become loaded now with 2 gone. And stepping in, Rylan Bannon. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one.
Bases loaded, and he was looking to drive them all in the second he stepped into
New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Cornelius Randolph.
This is where the pressure starts to build a little bit on an offense. It's not late enough. I mean, you don't have to start panicking right now, but this is where you're looking for someone to light a spark to get back in this game.
And he is into third with a leadoff triple.
the second this thing got past the outfield.
Now at the plate, Mel Rios. He collected a base hit his first time up. Starts him out with a curveball for a strike. Herrera, base runner at first with one out. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now. Way outside. 1-2.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are two gone. Digging in next, Matt Schaefer. And he's got runners at the corners here with only one gone. Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. And that one is gone.
Looking at that pitch again, you can see.
Bottom of the sixth inning now, and standing in the outfielder, Mel Rios. Now he starts to chase a pitch outside, and he can't pull the bat back in time. It's strike one. One and one. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike two. Hit on the ground out to short. Throws in time, and that's out number one. So now to the plate, Scott Spindler. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Swing and a high fly ball out to left field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Next, it'll be Matt Schaefer. He went deep to the tune of a 3-run job his last time up.
And I'm sure as he
swing, and he launches this one to deep left field. Rios is back to the track as he takes it for out number two. Next up is Mel Rios. He bounced out last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. Boy, and that's about as bad as you can fool a guy. It's 1-2.
Real nice curveball there. Had a lot of late break, and he waved right through that one.
High in the air out towards shallow right. Here comes the right fielder. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. A one-run finish, an 8-7 game tonight. Bowie came through and it mattered in the ninth on the way to the win. Derek Haller claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. Welcome to MLB The Show in this presentation of minor league baseball. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Reading Fightin' Phils and the... We've got baseball on the show. Jim Cuevas will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, this guy has a great mix of fastballs. He has a four-seamer that's straight that he'll ride up in the zone, and then he has the cutter, which breaks away. Two pitches that look the same, that have different angles and different breaks. And if he has a good cutter this afternoon, that makes his four-seam fastball up in the zone that much better.
Swing, high drive, deep down the left field line. This ball is slicing, and that'll get down out there near the wall. And he's safe.
That's how quickly things can change in this crazy game. The pitcher was...
Bottom of the inning now, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Mel Rios. And he'll lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. Good curveball there, gets the swing and miss. And a curveball here. Good pitch, but a better take, and it's to 2-1 now.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. Love to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning. Next, it'll be Mel Rios. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Throw over to the bag, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. Nick Dean, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2.
I mean, he's coming right after him, Matty. 3 fastballs in a row.
He'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are... Next to stand in is Mickey Moniak. He's been hit by a pitch and walked in the game thus far. The 0-2 delivery. And there's a line drive base hit to left field.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half.
Next up, Nick Maton, and he's got an opportunity to turn this narrow lead into a wide one if he can cash in here. And there's a line drive base hit to left field. And tack on one more, make it a 4-1 lead.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this.
So here is Mel Rios. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat. And a ball 1-0.
Got to find a way to scratch at least 1 across. You do not want to take on the monster closing the game down 3.
Good movement there, and he's not even close. 1-1.
Real nice curveball there. Had a lot of late break, and he waved right through that one.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Into the windup and the pitch. And another foul ball.
Those are the pitches in the game that you don't get back as an offensive player. I know it's easy sitting up here in the booth calling the game, but he'll be thinking about that one for a while if he doesn't get a hit in this at-bat right here.
Got him to miss the play. And tonight's comes to a conclusion, 6-1 the final. Reading led this game from the third inning on and never wavered.
Runners on base.
Daniel De Los. Minor League Baseball is live and now to the plate, here is Scott Spindler. Just 1 for 10 in the series coming in, so he'll look for better results here today. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. Left fielder coming in, but he won't get there. It falls in. The runner from third crosses the plate, and they've taken a 1-0 lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Mel Rios. Trying to get it going at the plate. It's been tough sledding for him so far this year. Here's a pop-up now. Martinez over to his left, and that retires the side. Now to the plate, Mel Rios comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
You have to understand as the hitter right here, pitcher on the mound wants a quick inning. Anything over the heart of the plate, probably got to pull the trigger on.
Oh, and a half swing there on a pitch out of the zone. Indeed, it's strike 2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw.
Next to dig in, Nick Maton. Third trip to the plate for him here. He struck out and grounded out in his first 2 tries. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And that will hop over the wall. Next to hit, Mel Rios. The potential tying run for him at third base. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now.
I think that's one of the toughest calls for an umpire. Man, we were treated to a nice pitcher's duel in this one. Both starters throwing strikes, they worked deep, and both were in command of the game. It really came down to a few key at-bats. This was a fun game to watch.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The Fightin' Phils used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Luke Leftwich earns his first win of the season. Tom Eshelman pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Zach Warren records the save, his 3rd of the campaign. So that'll just about do it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire MLB.
Well, for a minute, it really looked like they were going to play with using this kid on the mound and in the field, but it seems they've quickly abandoned that idea. Jim Callis of MLB Pipeline joins me. Jim, does that tell you that the pick on him was a reach as high as it was?
You know, I really wouldn't say that at all. I mean, one thing I've learned over the years is you don't want to judge a draft too soon. Sure. You got to wait for it to play out and see how the guy, give him years in the big leagues before you really know for sure. But to be honest, it's so difficult to make it as a two-way player because it's difficult to make it as a hitter or as a pitcher, and to try to do both is that much harder. And I've seen a number of instances where you have a guy who's maybe a two-way player at the amateur level, and you bring him into pro ball, and you make him a pitcher, and then you see his fastball gets better because he's not drained, he's not exerting energy, trying to make it as a position player. His secondary stuff gets better because he has more time to work on it. It's the same thing. I've seen plenty of hitters who've given up pitching, and then they could focus on hitting, and they get better. Maybe they start driving the ball more. They become better defensive players because they have more time to take ground balls or fly balls, as the case may be. So, no, I wouldn't say it's a mistake. We've got to let this guy's career play out.
A player new to his Double-A squad gets a tip from one of his coaches. A manager confronts his club about an unacceptable team statistic.
The game's future stars are on display as minor league. Francisco Morales is on the mound for game 2. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have to do.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Mel Rios. Trying to get it going at the plate. It's been tough sledding for him so far this year. No balls and 1 strike. Here's the 0-1. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
After falling down 0-2 on the same pitch, don't be shocked if he triples up on it.
Heading out toward shallow right. Chow will come in a bit and put it away for the second out of the inning. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Luis Garcia. He singled first time up.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap. Hey, he might have been able to get his body in front of that. I don't know. But the bottom line is, I love the effort to slide and try and knock that down, but it was just too hard to play to make.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Left fielder giving chase. Schaefer is on his way home. And the runner will score from second. And he is in there. And boy, this was just about. So now into the box is Mel Rios. He flew out in his last debut. And it's fouled away. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Find the ball, find the ball.
Dan, he took that right back at his face right there. Exactly what you're trying to do. Middle cut, though. Are you a little concerned?
Yeah, that's a case of a ball being right down the middle. As a pitcher, you want to work the corners and stay out of that middle part of the zone, and he paid for it right there with a solid base hit.
And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
The center fielder.
Now into the box, John Tremaine. He scored after knocking a single in his last at-bat. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
And this is the kind of thing that's been happening to him all season long. He'll cruise for a while, hitting his spots, and all of a sudden, the wheels come off and he struggles. We'll see if he can recover here.
Little chopper back to the mound. They get the force at the plate on to first, and talk about doing the job out of the bullpen. Up next, Mel Rios singled in his last at-bat.
Mel Rios.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
1-1.
Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. A half swing here on the pitch inside, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the home plate umpire. Strike 2. Fastball well outside.
2-2.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. The 2-2 one more time. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And the throw in gets away from him.
I guarantee you at release point he wanted to pull this pitch back. Change up middle of the plate usually gets deposited in the seats.
Now batting.
Digging in will be Malquin Canelo. Here comes the 1-2. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
Round hard, you're scoring. You're scoring.
And he gets there, makes the running play, and that ends the inning. And now in the box, Mel Rios. Go-ahead run at first. Nobody out. Here's the first pitch. A bouncer up the middle. One there. On to first, and they turn the double play. Ready now is Matt Schaefer. He bats with 2 outs and the winning run at second.
Matt Schaefer.
Swing, high drive, left field and deep. A ball that's carrying. He makes the catch, and we are headed to extra innings. So they can't get that winning run home. And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. Stephen Klimek claims the win out of the pen, his first.
For the victorious Chihuahuas, 7 runs on 9 hits.
Time for minor league baseball here on the Bailey Falter, the southpaw out of the Golden State, gets the call here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options.
Swing, high drive, deep down the left field line. This ball is slicing, and that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2. Stepping up is Mel Rios. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. Now a curveball that misses high and away to start him out. It's ball 1. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
This is why I love having athleticism and speed on your team. You can tell the runner on first base is certainly messing with the mechanics of the pitcher.
2 balls and a strike to count. Canelo on at first, nobody out. Swing and a liner. And that'll get down for a base hit.
All right, get it back there. Good job. Way to get on the sack.
At the plate now is Wilbur Santiago. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule. Into the box, John Tremaine swinging it well so far in this series. He's 3 for 9. And a pitch down that's swung on and sent to second base.
Hold on right
and that's
there.
through into right field for a base hit. The throw to the plate, and not in time as the run scores.
Way to get on base.
And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here.
The first baseman.
And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
And as a pitcher, that's always tough. Looked like he got a bad break on some of those calls, but he's got to learn that sometimes the calls don't go your way, and you've just got to move on. That's something that young pitchers can have a hard time with, though.
Now batting.
Striding in is Ryan McKenna, trying to bring in the tying run from third here. Fly ball right down the line in left. Chow is there. Let's see if they test it. And he will score on the sacrifice fly as that ties our ball game at 3-3. So stepping in is Matt Schaefer. 2 hits and 8 tries for the series. Here now the 2-2. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Left fielder looking up, and this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one.
That wasn't the plan you
So next to bat will be Mel Rios. He singled in his first AB. And that misses for ball one. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
The 2-1.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Line to the right side. That's in another base hit.
On,
He's 2 for 2.
And
that runner will hold up at second with 2 aboard now.
3-1 fastball, middle cut, and he didn't miss it. That's the fight throughout the course of the game, to get yourself into count leverage and capitalize.
Now down, third baseman.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And the inning will end as they're unable to cash in with 2 outs. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Redding is out in front. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Derek Hall. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Hit in the air out to left field. He's under it, and that ends the inning. So no runs on 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left on. Joel Caesar takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 38.
Mel Rios is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. And he commits to the pitch inside, and he definitely went around. That's strike 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. Oh, and he just carves him up there on 4 pitches. 1 gone. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Luis Garcia, as the switch hitter will bat right-handed here.
Even though he's batting right-handed in this particular bat, this guy.
And hold on now. That's a fair ball down the left field line. Should be at least a double. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy.
So a big at-bat coming up, and it'll be Mel Rios, and he represents the potential go-ahead run.
When that threat of running's on first base, man, does that change the whole pitcher's mentality. This guy at the plate should assume nothing but heaters coming right at him.
Canelo leads off first with 1 away. Fouled off. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2. 8-4 the final this afternoon. A Redding fighting Phils. Win.
Well, you can bet he'd like to make a little more contact going forward. It's been a lot of strikeouts recently for him. He needs to rediscover his stroke at the plate. Sean Casey joins me today. Case, how does a guy bounce back when he's fanning at this rate?
Well, you know, when I'm watching this guy swing, he looks a little lost. And I think the biggest thing about when you're striking out a lot, it's more of a mental thing, right? And so what happens is anxiety comes in because you're striking out and you're like, okay, I'm going to try harder. And when you try harder in baseball, you go backwards. And what happens is when you try harder and you get that anxiety, it turns your vision off. It's crazy. It turns your vision off. When you get relaxed and slow down, it turns your vision on, right? You want to be able to see the ball late. And what happens when you're striking out, like this guy's doing a lot right now, is that you're making decisions earlier. The ball's at 54 feet and you're swinging, right? The ball's, you haven't really seen the ball in those last 4 or 5 feet. That's where great hitters work. So when you're striking out a lot, that's what happens. You lose the ball too early and make decisions too early. So for me, as a hitter, I would tell this guy, hey, listen, let's take some deep breath. Let's slow down. Tonight, let's take a couple first pitch pitches, and so that we can really see the ball. And I always said, when you're striking out, that means you're going to get the ball. Tonight, let's get jammed. Let's let the ball jam us so that we know we're seeing it late.
A coach admonishes a hitter about pitch selection. A player who lacks plate discipline will likely get dismantled by top-notch major league pitching.
Welcome to MLB The Show, and this present. So now here is Mel Rios looking to put them ahead early with this at-bat.
Rios.
First pitch of the AB on its way. Lays off 1-0. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Ready with the 2-0. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. The set and the 2-1. And a strike. Threw him a breaking ball that time. 2-2.
Hey, that's just a nice get-me-over curveball there to steal a strike. I don't think he was looking for that one.
Rolled slowly down the third baseline.
Hold on, right here.
Off-balance throw gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. Now at the plate is Mel Rios, grounded out in his last at-bat. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Not close. It's 2-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters' counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Swing and he pops him up. Looks to be playable in foul ground. And there's out number 2. And now Mel Rios. First pitch coming. Here it is. Popped up. Luciano is there. 2 down.
Wow, that game flew by, but that's what happens when you get a well-pitched one-run game. Both hurlers battle, and it's almost a shame somebody had to lose this one.
And that one run held up tonight, 1-0 the final. The show's continuing coverage of AA Northeast. Set to get his evening at the plate started. Raul Batista comes in hitting just a hair below 300 this season. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score. So much of this game is situational. And now here is Mel Rios. First offering. Strike taken up in the zone. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Now the 2-1.
A good fastball above the belt is normally a pitch that batters love to take a rip at, but that one froze it.
And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's outnumbered. Now at the plate, here is Oliver Minoso, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Left fielder is on the move. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no error. So next to hit is Mel Rios. Struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
A ball and no strikes. Now a throw over to first, and they got him. The 1-0. And now a check swing, but did he hold up in time? No, swung the bat, says Clyde Washington. It's strike 1. The 1-1. Misses for the second ball. 5-1 our score as we play the 4th here. All even now, 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Hard on the ground towards short.
Come on, run it, run it, run it.
And the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag. Now it'll be Malquin Canelo. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And the runner back safely. Runner goes for second. Pitch outside. The throw. And he is out at second. Caught. Stepping in next, Jacob Hayward. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Fly ball out toward left center field. And no trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. Next to hit is Mel Rios.
Now batting.
First offering.
Mel Rios.
No balls and a strike to count. Here comes the 0-1. Just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now. 1 out, nobody on. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And he'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away. Next, here is Mel Rios. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And he holds up on this one, but it's a cold strike 3. And with that, the ball game is over. Tonight's game comes to an end. 5-1, the final score. Richmond hosted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. The game's future stars are on display. Philip Pfeiffer, a southpaw from Tennessee, is the man on the mound. What's your take on him, Dan?
Well, Matt, this guy's one of those pitch-to-contact kind of guys. You're not going to see a bundle of strikeouts, not an overpowering guy. Puts the ball on the in and outside corners, up and down in the strike zone. A pitch-to-contact guy, so if you're looking for strikeouts, you're probably not going to see a boatload from this guy in this one.
Popped up. Luciano waits on it. And that's the first out of the inning. Stepping in once again is Mel Rios. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's set and the pitch. Set to deliver the 0-1. But this is speared by the first baseman. Now to bat, Mel Rios.
Now back.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Mel Rios.
The windup and the 0-1. Hit on the ground out to short. Reined in. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So they're held in check here this half. And stepping in, Mel Rios. He bounced out last time up. 0-1 the count. Bases are empty, one man out. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. This one ends with a 10-5 score. The Richmond Flying.
Carlos, we often hear about the importance of day-to-day consistency, that players need to focus on maintaining their process and let results come as an offshoot of that.
Yes, that is so important. Stay process-oriented. So as a matter of fact, all you want to do is have a good at-bat every single time you go out there. I used to do that. I used to keep track of the quality of the at-bat, not so much the result. I want the results. Like, yes, I would take a bloop single, but all I cared about was that a good AB? After every single at-bat, I would evaluate the quality of my time at the plate. And if it was a check mark, then I'm good. And I would try to attain as many check marks as possible during the game.
A player is addressed about a troubling trend in his plate performance of late. A hitter lacking patience and discipline will be easily exposed by major league pitching.
Time for minor league baseball here. Digging in, the switch hitter, Bryce Johnson, struck out in his first at-bat.
Bryce Johnson.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Rios is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out. Bottom of the third now, and digging in is the outfielder, Mel Rios. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, 1 gone. So the next to bat will be Oliver Minoso. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 1-2. On the line, that's a base hit into left field.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he
Digging in next, Mel Rios. A base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1.
looking for a productive at-bat here. Get that runner from second over to third.
And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. From the stretch. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike. Leading off the inning, it'll be Marco Luciano as they'll look to spark the offense and even things up.
Luciano.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Rios is there, and he has it for the out. So now to the plate, Jacob Hayward. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Jacob Hayward
pulls this one in the air out to left. Rios is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. Next, it'll be Mel Rios. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. 4-1. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Good zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike 1.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
A ball and 2 strikes now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Now 2-2, 2 on, 2 out. This is when you have to make a pitch right here. The last thing you want to do is run the count full to 3-2. Then the runners are going to be off to the races.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And the payoff pitch. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Gunnar Henderson. Singled homer run in his last time up. Now this is on the ground to second. Is he going to get out of this? He is. They get the force at second base, and the inning is over. So they let him off the hook here by scoring no runs despite the 2 walks. 7th inning coming up, and Bowie is out in front, 3-2. And that brings up Mike Compton. He grounded out last time up.
Mike Compton.
The windup and the 0-1. Oh, and there's a drive to deep left center. You can pretty much forget about this one. This is way out of here. So a solo shot here to left center field. 2nd home run early in the year as they take the lead 4-3.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Next up is Jacob Hayward. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. 4-3 our score here as we play the 8th. Line hard, deep into left. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. Around second. He's on his way to third. Hayward isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. He'll score easily. And they now lead by 2.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a 1-run game where every pitch is so important. You're 1 pitch away.
Now at the plate, Mel Rios. Struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Now a ball lifted high in the air towards shallow right center field. Mora is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the ninth this crowd was hoping for. 8-3 tonight. The Flying Squirrels jumped ahead in the seventh inning and never gave the lead back. Ronnie Williams gets the win in relief, his second of the year.
They left 14 runners on base.
Welcome to MLB The Show in this presentation of minor league baseball. Tonight, game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the Flying Squirrels of Richmond and the Bowie Bay Sox. The Flying Squirrels are riding an 8-game win streak. They'll try to run it to 9 next. Jorge Lopez will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy's had a really solid season, and what shows me that more than anything, solid 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio, and if he continues to do that, he'll pitch really well in this one.
And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Just flat out froze him there. Nothing too deceptive about that.
Next, it'll be Mel Rios. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the AB on its way. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. One and 2 now.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. So no runs here on a base hit. No. That's going to bring up Hunter Bishop. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. Gone. He finds the short porch for a home run. Next up, Mel Rios. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat. And he lays off there 1-0. Both teams with 6 hits so far. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Tries to get him to chase the curveball away, but it breaks outside. 2-2 now.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Got him! And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
This pitching staff.
And that brings up Mike Compton. He's looking to deliver here with the bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Rios is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. High leverage at-bat here, and standing in, it'll be Mel Rios. And a big at-bat here as he'd be the go-ahead run. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, Dero, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, Dero, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Here comes the 1-2. Roderick gets his lead at first, nobody out. And And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. This evening's game comes to an end 5-4, the final tally. The Richmond Flying Squirrels jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back.
1 error. They left.
Minor League Baseball is live and on the air. Jim Cuevas starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's number. One of the things that jumps out at you is that ERA.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead.
Boy, when teams are playing well like this team is on a nice little winning streak right here, they strike early in this one to keep the mojo working.
Yeah, Dan, from an offensive standpoint, everyone searches for confidence, and that's exactly what they have right now. Everyone.
Oh, hang on now. This ball is crushed into left field, and this one ain't coming back. This ball is gone.
Wow, talk about a guy getting hot.
And that brings up Mike Compton. 2 hits in 8 tries for the series.
Mike Compton.
On a line, that's a base hit into left field. And they'll tack on one more, as this is now a 5-0 game.
It's only the first inning, so you hate to say this, but this thing might already be over. Down 5 in the first, they've got to get the car back onto the road, even if the wheels are a little loose and wobbly.
Left fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. Notch 1 in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate.
Great work to do a job right there. He's not a big power bat, so he was looking to get a fly ball.
So here is Jacob Hayward. He collected a base hit his first time up. Bishop leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. This is in the air out to left field. Rios gets there for the catch, and that ends the inning. So nothing doing here after. Now to the plate, here is Mel Rios, looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. Got him to swing on top of that one as this one was dribbled out in front of the mound. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get. Next to stand in is Mel Rios, grounded out in his last at-bat. A ball and no strikes. Now a half swing here as he wanted to pull it back, but he does so too late. It's strike 1. The 1-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2. And he takes very close to the inside corner here. 2-2 though. And he comes back with one down and in for ball 3. Gunnar Henderson would be next. Hit in the air down the right field line. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Next to dig in, Oliver Minoso. He delivered an RBI single in his last trip.
Minoso.
And there's a line drive base hit to left field. Next to hit, Mel Rios. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. In there, and it's 0-1. Just got the corner that time with a fastball, strike 2.
After falling down 0-2 on the same pitch, don't be shocked if he triples up on it.
Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but I'm hit right now. I'm still sitting on that heater.
1 out, nobody on. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. Now to the plate, Jacob Hayward. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. In the air now, out to left. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. So now into the box is Oliver Minoso. He doubled his last time up.
Yeah, give me a repeat performance of that last double. With a man on first.
Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Looking up is the left fielder. Gone!
Wow, that's what a pitcher gets for not putting...
Now into the box, Mel Rios struck out in his last trip to the plate. First pitch on the way. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Long run for the right fielder. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. And the throw from right will not be in time as he takes third on the flyout.
Good read there at second base to know he could make it to third on the flyout. Now he's only 90 feet away.
A 9-2 finish at the end of this contest. That really...
We're shining a spotlight on this young hitter, and it seems like for the first time, he's running into some struggles at the plate. Got Carlos Pena with me on the show today. And Carlos, what's it like that first time you struggle in the pros? Is it a bit of a reality check for you?
Yeah, no doubt about it, Ben. I mean, look, you've been one of the best players in your high school, college career. Then you get drafted. Now you're in the professional ranks. And then you hit that spot where, hey, man, there's some fierce competition out there. And all of a sudden you don't feel so good at the plate. What are you going to do about it? And it's so easy to let it just spiral out of control. You have to get a hold of yourself, take a couple of deep breaths, and slow things down and keep it simple, because this is when it gets real. You will hit these spots, but the ability to manage them, it's key. So you have to go up there, calm yourself down. For me, it was take a few pitches, even spend a game where I would just take one strike every single at bat, and that would slow me down. And I wouldn't think of it as a waste of a pitch. It was actually an investment so that I would start getting my bearings again and getting my footing. And then as you start feeling better at the plate, then you can be a little bit more aggressive. And so now instead of the slump lasting, 2 weeks, you just keep it to a few days. That was very important for me through the minor leagues. And I took that all the way up into the big leagues.
A coach draws a player's attention to a recent trend in his numbers.
The show's continuing coverage of Double-A Northeast. Up next, Mel Rios. And he is proving to be something of a non-threat with a bat in his hands this year. The average isn't pretty. No balls and one strike. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Now the 1-1 pitch. This one's down to third. To second for one. Relay to first in time. And just like that, the side is retired. Next will be the designated hitter. Alec Keller flew out last time up.
Designated hitter. Alex.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Rios gets under it and makes the catch to end the inning. So they go down without a whimper here. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 6. And we still have... And now in the box, Mel Rios.
The left fielder.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And oh, he definitely broke the plane there as he went after the pitch inside, and it's strike 2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Hot shot on the ground is short. Fielded cleanly.
Run it out, run it out.
Throw gets him, 2 down.
That hit him. Who's got first? 3 now.
Ready now is Mel Rios. He bounced out last time up.
You got to tip your hat to some great pitching out on the mound and some exceptional defense. It has really made this an absolute tough game to score any runs in. But the bottom line is you just have to put somebody on first base. Just get the defense on their toes just a little bit and see if you can scratch a run across.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Still no balls and 2 strikes. The next 0-2. Misses for ball 1. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
That was a good job.
Here now is our bottom line score. First for the victorious Baysox. 1 run, 5 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base. For the Senators, no runs, 3 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base.
Time for minor league baseball here on the show. Stepping up is Mel Rios, and he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. No balls and a strike to count. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
Now a flare out toward right center. Duarte takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the 2nd out. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And digging in is the outfielder, Jeremy De La Rosa. That's lifted the other way out to left. Rios has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Alec Keller. He's 0 for 1 thus far. 0-1 count and the pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Rios is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. At the plate now is Mel Rios. He flew out in his last debut. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch to contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down. Hey, D-Row, it's kind of getting late early. That's only their first hit of the game, and we're into the 6th inning.
Yeah, this guy's been on point all day, working it in and out. Their pitching staff obviously did their homework on this offense. But right here, able to break through with the first knock, Hopefully the pass to baton mentality goes into effect and we get some offense.
The 0-1 on its way. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And there's his first base hit in this one.
Dan, I'll tell you, it doesn't matter what it looks like right there. That lawn dart felt so good.
Oh, Dero, this guy's been due. He really needed that one.
And he won't even have to take the bat off its moorings. A 4-pitch walk here. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Austin Wynns. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Hit out towards second. And he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit. And the second run will score as that makes it a 2-0 ball game.
Hey, even though we're in the middle of this one here, Dero, that's a big base hit. And to our...
Into the box, Mel Rios singled in his last at-bat.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
And 2-0 as this one's taken low. And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike 1. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
Hey, no shame in that. Your eyes light up when that heater comes above the belt. That's so tough to lay off of.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Big spot here, and it'll be Mel Rios. The winning run stands at second base. Here's the first pitch. Ball 1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Catch made out there in center field as the runner will tag from second. And he'll get there at third, and now the winning run's only 90 feet away with just 1 out.
Here now is our final line score. First for the victorious base-off. 3 runs, 5 hits, 1 error. They left 9 men on base.
Welcome to MLB The Show in this presentation of minor league baseball. Tonight we wrap up this 3-game series between the Harrisburg Senators and the Bowie Bay Sox. Harrisburg find themselves on a 5-game skid. They'll try to get back on track next. Kevin Smith, a lefty from Georgia, will be the starter here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Well, Matt, you hate to go into the game thinking that you're going to have to get the bullpen involved, but you may have to with this guy on the mound. He's not known for going very deep in the games. Very rarely does he go 6 innings or more, so this very well could be one of those Johnny Holstaff days.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Mel Rios stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1. Davis at second with 2 down. Strike 2 on the curveball. 0-2.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
Short, hit hard. Scooped up.
Down. Beat it.
Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, one man left on. We've played 2 full. Harrisburg is out in front, 2-0. Digging in will be Mel Rios, grounded out in his last at-bat.
Mel Rios.
First pitch on its way. Popped him up. And he will get there as he had to cover a lot of ground to make that play, and that ends the inning. So a very good outburst here as 5 runs come across and allow them to take the lead on now to the top of inning number 4. The Bay Sox lead this thing 5-2. Striding in is Ian Sagdahl. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring.
Sagdahl.
Here it comes on 1-1. Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Left fielder looking up. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back.
There's an old saying in the game. They say so.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And next to bat will be the outfielder, Mel Rios. And this is taken outside for ball 1.
Hey, nice read.
Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1. And this is popped up. Back behind second. Murdoch backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out. So stepping in is Franklin Murdoch. He went down looking in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
In the air now, out to left. Rios is over just a few steps to his right. So now here is Mel Rios. Flew out last time up.
Rios.
First offering on its way. Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1.
Hey, this could be a huge momentum swing for this team right here. Relief pitcher has come busting through the gates and done his...
Oh, and meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Gunnar Henderson. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Popped him up. Duarte is under it. No problem with this one, and the inning is over. So no runs here, no hits, no errors, and one. Now at the plate is Franklin Murdoch. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. And this ball's in the air to left field, and this should do it. He makes the catch, and they have finished off a 3-game sweep here on home soil as this one is over. Tally.
Well, I talked recently about this young player and how he had hit the skids a little bit, but it looks like he's righted the ship. I've got Carlos Pena on the pod today, and Carlos, it has to be a huge load off his mind that he's getting right at the plate.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Just a huge relief when you finally get that hit. All of a sudden, things start to fall into place. That's why I tell you, this game is so mental that really, as soon as you get that hit that breaks the slump, they seem to start to come in bunches.
Yeah.
How mental is that? It doesn't even, you cannot even explain it, but it's the truth. Happened to me plenty of times. And, you know, one of the things that you have to get over is that pressure to break your slump. You have to stay process oriented, but it's easier said than done. After that hit, trust me, things start to just fall into place.
You know, fans might not understand this, but it doesn't have to be a hard line drive or a home run that breaks you out of that slump. A little squibber has eyes, finds its way through, and all of a sudden you're feeling so much better when you come to bat.
That's precisely what I'm talking about. It doesn't even have to be good hitting. All you want is just that ball to drop so that it's just like, hey, I did not go 0 for 4 today. I went 1 for 4, 1 for 3, and that alone really helps you to just get your mind back on track. It's so funny, but that's the way it is with pretty much every single player you speak to. They'll tell you a story like that. A bloop single, I'll take it any day.
A slumping hitter gets some coaching up. Even the best hitters in the world must always be slumps happen. Poise in the face of them is a must.
Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the Bowie Bay Sox and the Harrisburg Senators. Harrisburg. Now at the plate, here is Jake Knoll. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Senators, the third baseman, Jake.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the... And now here is Ian Sagdahl. He brings a rather ugly 230s batting average into this one. The 1-1 home. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way.
So next to bat will be Phil Van Valkenburg. Runner in scoring position with two gone. Comes set, the 0-1. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0. Van Valkenburg takes the turn at third. He wants it all. He will score, as it's now a 2-0 ball game. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Mel Rios. Trying to get it going at the plate. It's been tough sledding for him so far this year.
Come on!
And that's the second out. And now, Jeremy De La Rosa. He popped out in his first trip. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swinging a looper to left. In comes the left fielder, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. And they'll add another as this is now a 5-0 game. Now it'll be Jeremy De La Rosa, and their runners at the corners now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Slapped hard the opposite way. Base hit, and that'll get a run in. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. Keller rounds third and is digging for the plate. De La Rosa ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. And he's safe at the plate as they push their lead to 8 now. So next to hit is Mel Rios. He bounced out last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a miss that time. Strike one. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times, you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
And here's a curveball that just about got away as it misses inside for a ball. Roderick aboard here at first with nobody out. And this one gets away. And a bad time for that as the runner takes second here. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes.
Wow, this is a pretty good at-bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2. And he's seen a lot of pitches, too.
And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Gunnar Henderson. He's rolled into groundouts a couple of times already here in the ballgame. Inside with the fastball, and he works the base on balls.
And this is the kind of thing that's been happening to him all season long. He'll cruise for a while, hitting his spots, and all of a sudden, the wheels come off and he struggles. We'll see if he can recover here.
Softly hit down to third, likely no shot at 2. There's one on to first, and it's a double play, although the run does come in to score from third. That brings up Tyler Nevin. He went down on strikes last time up. 3-2 pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. De La Rosa is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. So here's the cleanup hitter, Osvaldo Duarte. He'll get things started here in the second half of the 6th. Now a ball hit in the air to straightaway left. This is carrying well. Out of here.
Hey, when you hit a blast.
Stepping in next, Mel Rios comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he fouls this one off. And now time is called as a beach ball has made its way out into left field here. And there's a base hit on the line.
Pick it up.
Just a nice, clean single right there. And I know it's not going to probably make a ton of difference in this game, but one thing I love about the competitive fire right there is I don't care what the scoreboard is. We do not give away at bats, and he certainly didn't right there.
And that's in there. Base hit. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at-bat right there, probably his last at-bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never, and I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking, this very well could be my last AB of this game, so.
We'll have to leave it there as the play is made for the 3rd out. 9-3, the final tally here in this one. The Harrisburg end.